Welcome to Learning Excel with Dr. Ted. Hi there. In this video demonstration, we will be going over one of my favorite functions in Excel, the VLOOKUP function. Let's go ahead and navigate to the VLOOKUP worksheet and go over a couple of examples utilizing the VLOOKUP function. Starting here in column A, we have the name of people in our organization. In column B, we have the title, and in column C, we have the salary of those in the organization. For this particular table, we are only looking at managers or supervisors in our organization. Now let's suppose that we're going to award an end of year bonus for our organization here in column D. We have a policy at our organization that based off of the pay or compensation that they receive, their salary throughout their year, that they will receive a certain percentage in their bonus. And this is what we would consider to be in column H, represented in H1 all the way down here from H, I, and J, a lookup table where we have a lower range of the salary and an upper range of the salary and then a respective percentage. So in this case, let me just walk us through what this means. If someone makes anywhere from $1 to $50,000 at our organization, they could anticipate receiving a 10% bonus. Anything over $50,000 to $99,999, they would receive a 20% bonus. And anyone making from 100,000 all the way to 200,000 would obtain a 25% bonus. Let's go ahead and utilize the VLOOKUP function to demonstrate how this works. Starting in column or cell D2, go ahead and type in VLOOKUP, open the parenthesis. The lookup value will be the salary itself. The table array, this second expression that we have right here, table array is going to be these values right here. From H3 to J5, comma in this case it asks for a column index number. The column index number identifies, well, which column do we want to return? In this case, it's going to be the third column, going from left to right, because the first one is just the values for the lower range, the second one would be the upper range, and the third column would be represented of the value we want to return. So type in 3 there. The last expression after typing in a comma would say, is this an approximate match or an exact match? For this example, we would be looking at an approximate match. So you can go ahead and type in true here and then close the parenthesis. At this juncture, you can go ahead and press enter, and you see that Todd, who is a manager, would obtain a 25% bonus. Now let's go ahead and use the absolute cell references by putting the dollar signs before and after the H and before and after the J as in J5. And at this point, we can go ahead and drag down the rest of the results. And so here we have a dynamic representation of the salaries for those in our organization. And one thing that's pretty cool about this is that we're able to present a lot of bonus percentages without actually having to manually look at the salary. The second expression that we're going to look at for the VLOOKUP function is to look at the title of those in our organization. At the end of the year, the CEO also has a party where he invites or she invites those in our organization who are managers for our organization, who have the title of manager. They would be invited. And this is expressed here in column M and N as a lookup table for if you're a manager, you're invited. If you're a supervisor, you're not invited to the party. Going back to E2, go ahead and type in VLOOKUP. In this case, our lookup value will be B2, or the title of the individual, comma, the table array will be right here from M2 all the way over to N3, comma, at this point the column index number would be 2, going from left to right. Here we have the party, then we have the second one being that they're invited, and then the range lookup would be, in this case, an exact match. We're looking for, are they exactly spelled as a manager or a supervisor? Before I go ahead and press OK, let's go ahead and put the dollar signs for the absolute cell references before and after the M and before and after the N as in Nancy. Go ahead and press OK. At this point, you see that Todd is invited. Drag this all the way down. And you see in this case that the two supervisors we have, Juan and Chang, are not invited to the party, but the remaining individuals are invited to the party. Again, I hope you see the value in the VLOOKUP function as it's very handy to take a reference table and append another table with a certain value of interest. Thank you for watching Learning Excel with Dr. Ted. If you liked what you saw in this video and would like to learn more, subscribe now to our YouTube channel.